Man, I was tired. 12-hour days were starting to take a toll. Breakdowns, breakdowns, breakdowns. Seems like that's all we'd been dealing with lately. The mine never stops, and neither did we. My bones ached, my eyes burned, and coffee was barely doing anything. But hey, that's life on a mine site. No room for complaining, just get the job done. This particular day started like any other. Sun barely up, already sweating, and it's not even hot yet. Another mountain of work ahead. We were a good team though, a tight-knit bunch. We looked out for each other, knew our roles, and got the job done. No matter how tired we were, safety was always front of mind. We all wanted to go home the same way we came in one piece. "Morning, team," yelled an overexcited supervisor as he walked into the meeting room. Clearly, he had enjoyed a full night's sleep. "Conveyor belts jammed up again, same issue. Big job, but I know you fellas can handle it." He handed us the work order. My stomach sank a little as I knew this was going to be a long day. It was a complex task, one that required working at heights and likely a confined space. Not ideal when you're already running on fumes, but like I said, no complaining. We grabbed our tools and our hard hats and headed out to see just how jammed it was. We'd tackled this kind of problem 100 times before. We worked like a well-oiled machine ourselves, each worker knowing his role. Yep, it's blocked well this time. Before we even touched a bolt, we gathered around the work area. Safety first, always. We went through our usual routine, the JHA, job hazard analysis. It was drilled into us from day one. Identify the hazards, assess the risks, control the dangers, tick the boxes, sign on the dotted line. It could feel like a chore sometimes, especially when you're tired and the clock is ticking, but it was a chore that could save your life. We pointed at pinch points, discussed fall risks, and reminded each other about lockout procedures. It was routine, almost automatic. As the team leader, I entered the job description into ViPR, just to check we had not forgotten anything on the JHA. We had done this job before, and it always went smoothly. A knot of unease tightened in my gut. My fatigue instantly disappeared. At the top of the page, ViPR had returned a critical safety alert from the regulator. A fatality in a mine not far from ours. The team knew something was up as I continued to read the safety alert from ViPR. The safety alert described what hazard was overlooked and resulted in a worker being killed. I realized we had never thought of this hazard, never occurred it could or would happen. But it did, and someone died. I explained the safety alert from ViPR and how the worker was killed, doing the same job we were about to do. Experienced fitter, just like one of us. The air went dead silent. We all knew, that could have been any one of us. It was just a matter of time. "Glad we checked ViPR," I said as the rest of the team nodded. Adding the recommended controls from ViPR to the JHA, we went about clearing the conveyor, knowing how close we came to a fatality. Thankfully, ViPR was there. The few minutes it took to check saved someone's life. A stark reminder that this job, this life we chose, it wasn't a game. The risks were real. The consequences permanent. It was a wake-up call, a slap in the face. We should make checking ViPR mandatory, every task, every day. You can't be expected to remember everything, but ViPR does, and it's there when you need it. Checking ViPR that day was the best decision I could have made.